Good evening and welcome to a Football Friday Night. We'll bring you Cardinal highlights a little bit later. High school football first, though. We'll begin in Kansas City for the big Jefferson City Rockhurst rivalry. The Jays taking a 6-1 record up against 7th, up to 7 this week in the poll. Hometown Hawkins number 4 in Missouri. First quarter, Rockhurst with the interception of Thomas LePage. They would get a field goal out of that, and here's more. LePage picked off again. Rockhurst. Mitch Keppen returns this for a touchdown. It was 10-0 Hawklets at that point. Jays started playing well after that, though. Second quarter, LePage post pattern to Rayshawn Williams. This one goes for a touchdown. Point after touchdown, no good. It was 10-6. Final play of the half. Jays would hold Rockhurst out of the end zone. It was 10-6 at the half. But the Rock adding 2 field goals in the second half, and that was all the scoring. Jays lose 16-6, just the second defeat of the season for JC. From the west side of the state to the east, the Helias Crusaders traveling to St. Louis to play CBC, the number 1 team in Class 6, Helias number 9 in Class 4. First possession for Helias, Wyatt Porter throws deep to Anthony Woodruff, 45 yards on the play, but no points for the Crusaders. Jonathan Parker scores for CBC 5 yards out. That put the Cadets up 7-0. Later on, it is Parker getting the handoff here, and he will go 88 yards, making some moves on the Crusader defense, and he runs past all the way for the CBC touchdown. It was 14-0. Helias, though, would respond here, though. Porter with a quarterback sneak into the end zone. 14-7 at that point. CBC, though, comes up with a big second half. They led it 21-7 at the half, and they win it 42-14 over Helias, dropping to 4-4 on the season. The Crusaders did. Meanwhile, homecoming night in Columbia at both Rockbridge and Hickman. Tony Mullins spent time at both schools tonight. Tony?
Rod, thanks a lot. We'll start at Hickman. The Cupies came in with some extra rest tonight. They couldn't find a Week 7 opponent. Ended up with a bye week. Arnell Monroe's team back on the field tonight. The 6-0 Cupes hosting Jackson. The visiting Indians striking first. Long touchdown pass here. Brandon Wright on the receiving end, 64 yards. It was 7-0 Jackson trying to spoil homecoming. Cupes got it right back, though. Give it to Devin Larry up the middle. Watch him shake off a couple of tacklers there at the 30-yard line, and he's going to take it the distance for a touchdown. 7-7 game. The Cupie defense, outside of that long touchdown, they played pretty well tonight. Christian Jean gets in on this tackle. Hickman gets the victory 27-14. They are still unbeaten now, 7-0 on the season. On the other end of Providence Road, Rockbridge wrapping up its home schedule tonight against the Liberty Blue Jays, and this is actually the wrong footage. We'll just tell you that Rockbridge won the game tonight 28-21. They beat Liberty in overtime. Logan Tweehouse with a touchdown pass in that first overtime period. Rockbridge holding, so the Bruins win it. Both Columbia schools winners tonight, and they both hit the road next week. Rockbridge will take on the Jays at Adkins Stadium. Hickman will make the trip to Rockhurst. Rod, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Tony, and thanks to our friends at Blair Oaks High School. We had a great time at the Central Bank KRCG tailgate before the Falcons took the field against the Versailles Tigers. Senior night for Blair Oaks and also Military Appreciation Night. Falcons wearing some new digs. And you got to dig this. First offensive play for Blair Oaks. Daniel Castillo fakes it, keeps it around the far end, 51-yard touchdown. It is 6-0 Blair Oaks on top. Second possession, Blair Oaks on the ground. Derek Otto, another senior. What a year he's had. Coming right at us, 19-yard touchdown, nearly 100 on the night. 12-0 Brad Draley and Blair Oaks on top. Eli Roberts adds a touchdown here early in the second quarter as Blair Oaks blows out Versailles 55-6 the final. The Falcons are 7-1. More high school highlights coming up. Tipton tries to keep a long regular season winning streak alive, and Centralia tries to start a new one. Stay with us on Football Friday Night. And welcome back to Football Friday Night. A rare loss for the Centralia Panthers last week. It was the first defeat in the regular season in 7 years. Centralia losing to Clark County tonight, though, on senior night. Panthers back in the home field hosting Louisiana. Different story. Quick start for the Panthers. Second play from scrimmage. Zach Etzler goes top to Dixon Dollins wide open, 51-yard strike, 7-0 Centralia. Later in the first, Austin Kincaid breaks through the middle, cuts to the outside, takes it 29 yards to pay dirt. The route was on. Later, check out the run by Etzler. Stopped at about the 13, drags tacklers, and breaks free. He will not be denied. 25 yards for the touchdown. Centralia back in the win column, 49-0 over Louisiana. So the Tipton Cardinals now have the longest regular season win streak in mid-Missouri. 67 in a row after a win tonight over Archie. Look at that tipped catch by Ethan Keckner. Takes it from Riley Brandt. Juggling catch for the touchdown. Tipton. Meanwhile, another huge night for the main man, Dallas Peoples. 247 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, including this one. Breaks some tackles. Number 29 is gone. Dallas Peoples. Tipton led it 57-6 at the half. The JV played the second half. Cardinals win it 57-21. They are now 8-0 on to Skyline to the road next week. South Callaway. The softball team heading to the state quarterfinals. They'll host a game tomorrow. The football team back in the rankings, number 10 in Class 2. South Cal hosting Tolton Calvary in Mocaine. That's a touchdown dive by Jason Kimmenaugh, the quarterback. Bulldogs defense also playing strong. A tackle for loss by Bradley Smart. And how about this? Sophomore Mason Shoemaker, 70 yards to the house. South Callaway wins it big, 55-14. California keeps winning. The Pintos are now 8-0. They beat Warsaw tonight, 44-7 on the road. Booneville falling to Moberly. Spartans win that one. Camdenton 45-10 over Joplin. Good win for the Lakers. North Callaway big over Clopton, 41-6, and it was Hannibal handing Marshall the 20-point loss. Rolla falls to Hillcrest, and Sedalia Smith Cotton losing to Center, 42-7. Homecoming in Ashland tonight. Good crowd for the Southern Boone Eagles welcoming the Eldon Mustangs. And this one went right down to the final seconds. Southern Boone in black scoring on their first possession. Jeremy Hill running hard. Eagles led it 7-6 at the half. Southern Boone kicker Clayton Burks. This is history, folks. That's a field goal. First time they've done that in 2 years at Southern Boone. Roger Van de Zen had to be happy about this, but he was not happy about the final. Eldon's Shane Stafford scored on a 61-yard touchdown run late in the ball game. Eldon wins it 14-12 over Southern Boone. Coming up next, the Steve's Pest Control Defensive Play of the Week and the Old Highway 54 Bowl will take you to Fulton on a football Friday night. Welcome back. The Old Highway 54 Bowl, Fulton and Mexico rivalry. You could throw the records out the window. In fact, both teams would like to throw their records out. 0-7 Fulton hosting 1-6 Mexico at the home of the Hornets. Mexico down in this ball game when Alex Hall kicks up a nice gain for the Bulldogs, but they would come away with no points. Love the hair. Fulton quarterback Sam Christensen, nice sideline pass to Devin Gibson here, and that would set up a big Fulton score, leading to a powerful run by Keegan Lee. Touchdown, Fulton. And take a look at Lee after this thing, the old Cam Newton impersonation. Fulton wins for the first time this year, 35-19. They take the 54 Bowl championship for 2012. It was the Indians against the Indians on the football field in Hallsville tonight. Osage making a visit. Hallsville up 14-0. Bo Dean leading Osage back, 3-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion makes it a 14-8 game. Midway through the third quarter, Dean rolls out, intercepted by Sam German. He returns it to the 25 for Hallsville. That's it up to Levi Howard, quarterback keeper. 9-yard touchdown run. Fumbles recovered by Jacob Hausman. Hallsville wins it 28-23 over Osage. Meanwhile, Owensville could not find a win against Sullivan tonight. 66-6 loss. Herman over Pacific. The Bearcats win. Montgomery all over Cuba, 59-28. Look at Westrand. They scored 74 tonight to defeat Slater. It was Salisbury over Fayette. Marceline beats Paris. Bowling Green won better than Van Far. The offense usually gets all the credit. Sometimes that bugs the defense. So we salute Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week, who is our referee of the night. Wayne Keebler in a tough position at the Blair Oaks Versailles game. Oh, look out, Wayne. Takes the hit and goes down hard, but you know what? Wayne was just fine. He got back up and finished the game. Let's make Wayne Keebler our defensive pest of the week and also referee of the night. Meanwhile, have you seen any Alabama fans running around? Heard any of them say Roll Tide yet? They are here, and so are the #1 ranked Crimson Tide football team. The 3-3 Mizzou Tigers will face 5 Bama tomorrow afternoon at Faurot Field, 2:30 kickoff. If you're not going to the game, you can see it here on KRCG TV.
We all know the #1 team in the country, and they're very deserving of that ranking. They got great players, and they're dominating their opponents. And I think it's for 2 reasons. They have great players, and they're very well coached. And so I got great respect for Nick and what he's done at Alabama.
And homecoming at Lincoln University tomorrow, 2 p.m. kickoff at Reed Stadium. You can join the Blue Tiger Quarterback Club for the pregame tailgate across the street from the stadium in the Little Theater parking lot. Home game for Westminster College in Fulton. The Blue Jays host St. Scholastica. Home games for Missouri S&T in Rolla and Central Methodist in Fayette. 6 Mid-Missouri high school softball teams are 1 win away from the trip to the Final Four next week. State quarterfinal games tomorrow include Hickman, Blair Oaks, Centralia, Fatima, South Callaway, and St. Elizabeth. High school soccer this weekend, the Art Furley shootout in Jefferson City, including several state-ranked teams, all 6 in fact, including #1 Chaminade playing the 9th-ranked Jeff City Jays. Chaminade scores on the nice header here. They would go on to win it 3-0 over Jeff City. More soccer tomorrow. And back to our high school football coverage. Huddle House Team of the Night honors go to the Fulton Hornets, who beat arch rival Mexico. Pat Kelly and the Hornets from Fulton go out and head to the Huddle House in Fulton and celebrate. You are the team of the night. For all the scores, go to our High School Football Central page at connectmidmissouri.com. We are late tonight. That is week number 8. Thank you for watching. Thanks to our crew. Have a great football weekend.
KRCG's Football Friday Night has been brought to you by GFI Digital, Hawthorne Bank, St. Mary's Sports Medicine, Westminster College, Capital City Christian Church, Midwest Block and Brick, Rourke Aluminum, Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery, and Randy Kaiser, State Farm Insurance.